if you sit there.
I'll probably go over to that car park.
Where you gonna go?
Nah, actually, where should I be? Here is better.
It's up to you.
Yeah.
You're there is good because you can spin around. But over there, I thought would make more sense. But if you're cool spinning around there, and I'll go there.
Yeah. But I'll take this chair so I can still spin.
Yeah, take your spin.
Nah, but I'm just thinking, so the whole room, no one's behind my back.
All right, position. Hold up, yeah.
It's nice to see you off there.
Oh, yeah.
Broke up this
Real nice.
Damn. Sorry. I'm calling it. Yeah, see you off the gram.
Yeah.
Right. When was the last time I even seen you in real life?
It was at you lot's thing in Brixton.
Isn't it?
At that thing where you lot smashed it.
Logic's album launch. I Am King, in March, just before the lockdown happened.
With the weights at Brixton.
Oh no, at the Brixton Street Gym.
At the street
and
gym.
there was a competition with the calisthenics guys.
Yes,
but then I went to your show with
in Fox and Ferkin.
Fox and Ferkin.
Yeah. Just want people to understand a bit more about what NFTs are, how artists can benefit from them. And these guys are gonna break it down.
No, thank you for coming. Mustafa is here as well. Everybody, there's Mustafa.
Amy, nice to meet you.
Mustafa, everybody.
That's all right.
How's Cash Up?
Yes, bro.
Yeah, man, he's blessed.
Hello.
Hello.
Serena.
Mustafa,
Damn, you look good. Yeah. What you got on?
brother.
Oh, I can have the clothes.
Yeah.
You can't get another. You're right.
He's good, bro.
Or you can take a cushion and close. Right. When I get,
I might just go to
I'll
camera.
get stumped.
Yeah.
So far, so
Huh?
good.
On camera, yeah.
Do you think we got like 5 minutes?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
What are you saying?
Yeah, just a quick. I'm not the whole thing. Just
No
the
problem.
zippity doo dah.
Should have told me all the last one.
You can have some of this one.
Indeed.
I've learned from my first experience
This is
of this.
your
I know
job,
what
innit?
type of questions to ask. And then to be quiet.
Okay, you ready from last time?
Just be quiet.
It's my thing. Yeah, why not do this thing?
You don't need it.
If we're gonna pull up the thing, yeah.
Oh, sweet, bro. Man, thank you very much. I'm getting.
You make this
Living life.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, trust me, I got friends.
Let me just introduce you to everyone from Jungle Life quickly before we get started. Starting on my right, Layla, the strategist. She's head of advertising and she's helping us with our advertising strategies and stuff like that. As well as when people make their NFTs, you know, how to get them to the most people, where she's going to help us strategize, got the brain. Then we have Tanisha, aka Crypto Baddie. She's on the socials for all of the cryptocurrency. She's already got her own profiles and pages. You should check them out. You guys can share with your socials. Yeah, Crypto Baddie. We're going to change it to Bitcoin Baddie soon.
It's a negotiation.
Then we got Mustafa. He's a designer. He got his own production company, manufacturing company for like 20 years. Big man.
Say what?
So yeah, these kind of signs and these kind of lights and stuff. We're going to make some LED artwork for Jungle Lab merchandise as well. He's going to be making it all. So yeah, if anyone needs these kind of things as well, here he is. And this is my brother. No, he's just my brother. He's also a videographer. He's got his own production company for about 12 years now. So
what videos,
directing, producing, the whole works for video, music. He also does all our content. And yeah, he did a little documentary for when we went to Tunisia last month.
Yeah.
We did a festival in the Sahara Desert. I don't know if I updated you though. Yeah, so we're helping set up that. There's no internet, no signal. So what they're doing is they're having a blockchain satellite there, so people can pay with Bitcoin, even though there's no internet, there's no signal, there's nothing. So this is how we're trying to do festivals in remote places. The Nomad Festival 2023. You're all invited. You're all invited. This one was more just to set it up to see how we're gonna do it next year. Next year we plan to have about 500 people there. So that's when shit will really be popping.
Sounds dope. Been doing all the
work. That's what we've been up to. Okay, so you let me know when we're ready.
Next to you.
I was just
Yeah.
dying.
Can you give me 2 minutes?
No
Sorry,
problem.
guys.
I was just saying, I forgot that you wanted to go. Brother, chill, take time. No one in a rush yet. Anyone else want to go smoke break quickly? What's that?
I'll dip out mid.
No, actually,
Yeah,
after,
you've
it's
been
just
here,
kind of
bro.
like
But we need to chat about things afterwards, man.
Talks a lot still.
Some community shit that man's trying to do, and man want you involved still. There's a couple other people as well that I think you know as well.
We're going for a jungle smoke.
Daddy, man, I'll chat about it now. So let me even show you that on my laptop. So here, what we're trying to do now, yeah, is do you know about Faz Amnesty? So you know what's his name, Respect.
Yeah.
So I think he's involved.
Oh, Faz Amnesty.
Yes. You know him. Yes. So man's trying to do something similar. Still, we're trying to do for knife crime in London. We're all from everywhere, innit? So we got west, east, north, south, all covered. So we're saying come and drop in a knife anywhere in London, and we want to link up with him as well and offer these things to him. And we're saying whoever comes and drops in, we give you a free NFT. Now this NFT, it also gives you access to things like courses that we're going to offer about blockchain, about Bitcoin, to help teach you and put you on a better track, to keep you off the roads, to give you something else. And even with you, maybe we could do something like, you know, you get to come for a day and spend the day with Logic in the studio, or offer these kind of extra things. So man's got a few people that we're reaching out to, like Knowledge Finder, Videm Property, these people that offer courses that, you know, if you want to get into property or you want to get into some other stuff. But we also, a lot of the people are going to relate to music. You know what I mean? So we're talking to studios. We've got certified bangers as well, and a couple of schools and stuff that we're trying to get involved. But we want to be able to offer things for these NFTs. We don't want to just say, here's an NFT, give us a nank. It's like, here's a better way so you don't have to go back on the roads and do them dumb things. So here's something to teach you, and look how great it is. Look what you can do with it, and even the opportunities that might come from it.
Yeah, 100%.
So yeah, something like that. I've got a whole document. I'll email it to you. I've got your email now anyway. I don't need to go through that right now. But yeah, that's basically the gist of it, what we're trying to do. But yeah, that's Faz Amnesty, man. You need to reach out to him still. Respect, I met him at Art Farms. You know Calipo's thing?
Yeah, no Calipo. I ain't been to his thing.
Yeah, man, I went to his thing the other day because we're trying to do his events as NFTs as well now.
Okay.
So, and there I met Respect. He was doing the security there. And I see him and I know what he's on. Like, I've seen his videos and that before as well. So man chatted to him a piece, but man didn't chat to him properly.
Yeah.
But yeah, man's gonna reach out to all these people still.
Yeah, Respect is definitely, he'll be involved as well. He's on the crypto thing already.
Is he? I didn't even know he's on the crypto thing like that. I've not spoken to him proper about.
Double them.
I know he's about helping the community in London, definitely. Do you know what I mean? So I thought from that side of things, you'll probably be on it.
100.
But yeah, if he already knows about crypto, excellent. Yeah, what do you three guys know about crypto? Do you have any Bitcoin? Yeah. So you know about
like 10 different coins.
Okay, so you know about a few. Don't tell me about Bitcoin. I don't care about none of them.
Bitcoin got told when it was at 200 and it was about 2, and we thought it was an agent, so it's like no. We thought what the no money system.
Yeah.
So a lot of things.
But this is so Bitcoin. The way I've been involved in Bitcoin for a while now. When I first got it, I was just using it on the dark web, thinking this is like another currency. I didn't really see the powers behind Bitcoin. And what made me realize really what the strengths of Bitcoin is that every single cryptocurrency has a CEO or a boss, except for Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the only one that there's no governor behind it. There's no one holding the majority of the coins that can manipulate it. If you heard about what happened in Luna recently, Luna crashed. Why did it crash? It's because every time they create these coins, we've not really started, but you know. So every time someone creates these coins, say I create a new coin, I call it the NADS coin. Now this coin, I make 10 million of them. 5 million I put on the market, 5 million I keep for myself. This 5 million I leverage with banks to get money for advertising and marketing. I push it out to everyone, say this is such a great coin, everyone buys into it, the price rockets, I sell my 5 million, which makes the price crash. And it never quite recovers. And this happens time and time again with cryptocurrencies. It's all that ever happens. And you can't make money off of it if you catch just before they do it, and people can become millionaires themselves. But really, it's taking away from the powers of cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency was supposed to be anonymous. It was supposed to give people power. It was supposed to be empowering for people because it's bringing the gold standard back. What happened with money, fiat currency, when Nixon came in, he took away the gold standard. So that is take your money to the bank and they give you gold for it. Now that's completely gone. They just print as much as they want. There's not a set amount of money. This is why the economy's ruined, because they just keep printing more and more and more and more. Bitcoin only has a certain amount. You can't make more of it. No one can govern it. No one can shut it down. And our platform runs on Bitcoin. So Ethereum, for example, which is another big one, I'm sure you heard of.
It's like silver and gold.
It's less, I would say. There's only gold. There's nothing else now. Bitcoin is it was cryptocurrency started with just Bitcoin, and then after that it was Vitalik, the guy who created Ethereum. He was actually a Bitcoin coder, so he was learning about Bitcoin, and he started Bitcoin magazine with some pasted it and put it out himself and called it Ethereum because it was too hard to do stuff on Bitcoin. So imagine Bitcoin, the creator of it, he created it with loads of, say, 100 doors. All of these doors are to like smart contracts, lightning payments, all these things, but all of them were locked. And to unlock them in Bitcoin is a very long process, because you have to do due diligence, and everyone has to agree because it's a currency for everyone. So everyone running Bitcoin nodes has to agree on it. Whereas with Ethereum, it's his own; he can do whatever he wants. He unlocked all these doors, and now these doors were places where people could come in and hack them from. So they're vulnerable, and this is why they've been hacked over and over and over and over. Bitcoin has never ever been hacked, and it's not controlled by anyone. When Russia and Ukraine, the whole thing happened, the government went to Vitalik, the owner of Ethereum, and said, "Shut it off in Russia." He shut it off.
Wow.
They couldn't shut Bitcoin. It's impossible. There's no one to go to. There's no snake's head that you can chop off. So this is the real powers of Bitcoin that people don't see. Why people go on the other currencies is because the technologies are there faster, but that doesn't mean it's better. These technologies are in Bitcoin, they're just not released yet. And it's a slower process, but it's the righteous one.
Yeah.
So that's a bit of understanding on just Bitcoin before we get started. Is there any water in there?
I can pour some from that. There's some in the fridge.
Yeah, because this is the model of all things.
Exactly.
It goes up, everything goes up.
Everything follows it in the market, and nothing else does like it. Why is that? And again, but this is the thing as well. Bitcoin has the most value, but they've never had a marketing. They've never had a PR team. All of these other currencies have had that, and Bitcoin has never had it. But it's still the most powerful. There's still the most money.
Yuan finance, that's gone higher than.
What's that?
Yuan finance.
What's that?
About 86 grand.
Oh, is it? What's the?
I don't like the
amount of
companies that
circulation.
like lend.
What is the amount in circulation though? Because a single coin can, but for example, if there's 21 million Bitcoin for 30,000 each, it's still better than 100 of those for 80,000. You get what I mean? The total amount in that currency is still going to be way less than what's in Bitcoin, and the total market cap that Bitcoin has on cryptocurrency is still the most. So yeah, there are some that you can make look like it's worth even more, but then there's only like you've got 2 of them coins, you've got 160 bags spent over them 2 coins, but it's only 160 bags. Do you know what I mean? Whereas Bitcoin's on like near trillions. So the money at the moment, there's 250 million people who own a part of Bitcoin, and that's growing at 1 million every week. But when you look at that in the grand scope of things, what's 250 million in comparison to 7 billion? The amount of people that are on this planet, it's still a small fraction. There's a tiny people, and it's in its very early stages of coming about. And NFTs, they're even earlier. It's really just a visionary. This is why artists are the first people to jump on. Like any industry, artists are always the ones to take the risk. And like, let me try something mad here. You know, whereas everyone else, the businessmen, are like, let him try something mad. I'll see if it works, and I'll do it better. Do you know what I mean? That's the businessman. But the artists are the visionaries, the ones that take the technology and use it first. That's why the first thing you saw probably on NFTs was art. Just a picture and it's an NFT. But what value does it have? What's the point of me spending thousands on a JPEG? It doesn't make sense. So then there's the utility behind it, which started coming now, where people can raise funds through the NFTs. People can start to, run projects on the NFTs, do event tickets as NFTs, and there's so much more. So we're still waiting for people, ain't we?
Yeah, it's not even recording. My internet is whack.
That's all good. There's many.
Right, 5 more minutes and then we'll get started.
Are we already live?
Yeah,
we're
live
and
on
kicking.
YouTube, yeah.
I don't even know.
That's why I had to ask, because sometimes I say mad shit in that. Like, fuck the Queen.
That's not bad.
That's it. We're censored now.
Yeah. Okay, so you both are musicians, artists, rappers?
Musicians.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, I'm an artist as well, and
He does
As in
art
art
as
and
well
music.
as well.
Oh,
Yeah.
you do art as well. Excellent. And you are a producer.
Beat maker, yeah.
Beat
Scratch
maker.
DJ.
You DJ as well?
Yeah.
Okay, what kind of music?
A lot of hip hop,
Yeah?
a lot of like old school, because
Nice.
of sampling.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to focus. Like I collect records, so I'm trying to focus on like fresh artists. With
I feel
good
you.
message, behind.
Nice.
Yeah.
Conscious people. Yeah, I feel you.
Quality
Good.
collection,
Nice.
quantity collection.
Yeah. We need to get all of your contact details as well and stay connected on socials. But yeah, what kind of projects do you guys do? Like, is it mainly just like on Spotify and stuff, all of your stuff, or like, what is the main platforms that you use currently?
YouTube,
All of them.
Spotify, I guess.
Tidal.
Like in terms of like promoting the music, but we're also on SoundCloud, Tidal, and all the others as well.
Cool.
Like, mainly most of the promotion can go towards like on YouTube. It's more about like trying to like build the following and
So what is the
establish.
platform that you have the biggest following on, would you say?
Well, we've got Instagram, which is our biggest platform.
Okay, yeah.
But yeah, we probably promote the most on YouTube.
Yes, cool. Yeah.
We're still trying to like establish ourselves, and I guess we're pretty different. Like our style is like quite unique.
Yeah.
So just trying to get people like adjusted, warm to it, like what we actually doing.
I feel you. Yeah, cool. So would you say like your fan base is a niche fan base, or would you say like I'm guessing with artists like yourself, it's your fans are more like hardcore. Your fans, like
I think so. I think like our fans are more like people who are craving for something different. You know, like how you just sat there and you said, "Oh, like I want to work with new artists, like something different, whatever." Like people who are just kind of like sick of what is, and they want something different, and they're like awakening and improving themselves as well, and they want to hear vibrations that are like aligned with that. You know,
and
those are when they connect.
You guys
Completely independent, yeah.
I assume so, but always gotta ask. Excellent. Yeah, this should be right up your street.
Yeah, no, definitely. We just created a 68K immersive performance video of one of our songs. That is now you can see it on Oculus TV and on YouTube VR thing as well. That's pretty good. We've done that in collaboration with someone who creates immersive videos, so a series of videos that he wanted to do like a music video.
Nice.
And we're like quite different, and we do a lot of strange things. When you eventually see our videos, you'll see they're quite creative. So we ended up collabing with him, and that was really good. And we're really playing with this idea, or thinking about this idea of when we do our next project as well, is like releasing that as an NFT. We've heard a lot about that, like how that works, what kind of price do you put on that? And then of course, if that NFT has, for example, a connection with some of the mechanical as well behind the work as well, and that person can actually get some like ownership in the project, like how does that work as well, and everything. So sounds all very interesting, and definitely would like to maybe do something like that in the future, as well as the artwork as well.
Excellent.
So Nadir, if you want to start from the top, and we'll just go now.
Let's go from the top.
Tibbity top, break it down.
Tibbity top. So who are we? Jungle Lab. That is us. Jungle Lab. JungleLab.io. That is our website. We are a marketplace. So essentially, we are like a eBay for NFTs. And why I say eBay is because the way we work is peer to peer. So if you make NFTs on our platform, straight away they're kept with yourself in your wallet. And if someone comes to buy them off you, they buy it with their funds in their wallet. And we just act as a host for that transaction to happen. We don't work as a third-party escrow agent or anything like that. Everything on our platform is yours. We don't hold anything for no one. And this is completely different to a lot of the platforms out there. You wouldn't even... So if you have cryptocurrency, you probably know about when you make a wallet, you get a seed word or seed phrase. A lot of these platforms wouldn't even give you a seed phrase, so you don't know the wallet it's in or how to get access to it outside of the site. You can either create your own wallet on our platform that we generate for you straight away with nothing but an email address, or you can put your existing wallet connected to our site. It's up to you. But we don't need to ever hold your funds or the NFTs you make. We just give you the facilities to make it. So that's why I say a platform like eBay or similar to. So
you can connect it to like your wallets, like if you got like a MetaMask wallet or a Coinbase wallet.
So it would need to be but it would need to be on the same network as us. So like I said, we are on the Bitcoin network.
Bitcoin network.
So it has to be a Bitcoin wallet. We've even got videos to show you which ones you can connect as well. But our platform, again, one of the unique things about us is that we're one of the first to ever be on the Bitcoin network. A lot of these platforms like OpenSea, the biggest NFT marketplace, is on Ethereum. And the powers of being on Bitcoin, again, is no network can shut us down. If Ethereum wanted to shut OpenSea down tomorrow, for example, they can just say, that's it. And it's over for OpenSea. They're completely reliant on Ethereum, whereas we don't rely on anyone and no one can ever shut us down. And even if we were to shut down as a platform, all of your NFTs and all of your funds would still be in your wallets. They would still exist. You would just take the seed word and put it somewhere else. So that's, again, one of the powers of our website. So now I need to find the keyboard.
Also, with MetaMask and like Coinbase wallet, it's not really your wallet because they don't give you a seed word. So they hold your funds on that, but it's to actually have your own wallet, you need them 12 or 24 words. Then you know it's yours, basically. As long as you have them words, because that's your backup password to the thing. MetaMask don't give you that, and neither does Coinbase, basically. They just hold it on their servers. So if they was to shut down, all your funds go.
Yeah, exactly. That's why they always say to keep it on a cold storage, like a USB or something, away from all of these exchanges. But again, it's similar to do it like this, but this is a soft storage. You get hard storage as well, where you can have it offline, but then you get soft storage, but it's still on a server, but you have your own seed word that you can put in anywhere. So I've told you a little bit about our platform already, but what our goal is, our mission is, we exist to help artists. We're here to give artists an opportunity and to help them to really grow and flourish. And how we're going to do that, firstly, the reason why we're going to do that is because of a few real life problems that exist in the industry today. So stuff like limited outreach. So artists who aren't signed or not managed by someone, like you were saying earlier as well. It's like, you're trying to market on YouTube and here and there, but to really get that audience, it's difficult sometimes. So limited outreach, especially if you don't have the funding that a label can give you to put yourself out there. Limited resources, again, money, all of these studio time, all of this stuff. Where does it come from? Where do you get the money raised for it? Where do you get the capital to do all of these things? Lack of creative freedom. So again, a lot of artists that are signed, if they make something and the director of the company don't like it, that's it. It's no go. But if they make something outside of their deal, it's still owned by the label, if it's a 360 deal or whatever it might be. But again, it's making it hard for the artists to really have their freedom to just express freely what they want to and how they want to. Because now you've got someone saying, but this song needs to sell this much or whatever, and there's pressures being applied. Lack of ownership. If someone is signed, again, you're giving away most of the time about 80% of your money, all of your royalties. You get to keep 20% if you're lucky, but majority of the time it's all gone. Do you know what I mean? Like, nothing is left for the artists. Music lawyers make the most money out of everyone in the music industry. That's just the way it goes, and it has gone for so long. So we exist to change these things. But before we go into all of those things, firstly, let's talk about what exactly is an NFT. So NFT is, I want you to think of it as a digital asset. Now, you might have digital assets already. Maybe you have stocks or some, even stocks or other cryptocurrencies. It's a digital asset. And the difference between it and a stock, for example, a stock is backed by who? By the company, by the exchange that you're trading on or whatever. Now, the digital asset of an NFT that you've created, who's that backed by? Our ones are backed by Bitcoin because they're on the Bitcoin network, and they're also backed by the creator of it. So the creator of the NFT might associate something with it. So they might say, to my next concert, you get free entrance with this NFT. So now you have value added by the creator of that NFT, and it's an asset. It's a digital asset. This digital asset can be anything from even this bottle of water. We can say it's a digital asset, but it has a physical product associated with it. This is it, and we can have a whole house that's an NFT, a digital asset. So it's not limited to anything. So it has unique value. You get your authenticity with the NFT as well because it's forever in the blockchain. So if you know about Bitcoin, it lives on the blockchain. The blockchain is like one big ledger. It's all the receipts that of every single transaction that ever took place on Bitcoin. Everything's there for everyone to see. NFTs are created. Our NFTs are created on the Bitcoin network, and they are also on the blockchain for you to see everything. So if you've created an NFT and then someone tries to copy you a week later, they can see on the blockchain which one was created first. There's never any dispute, and they can see which artist created it. All the detail is in the metadata of the NFT. So now, our platform features. So we have a marketplace, like I said, but it's also like a social media platform. Similar to Instagram, you can like and follow your favorite artist. You can like their NFT, but now you can also bid for it. You can also try and purchase it. They can list it for auction. So all of these extra things now, you can really engage with your audience. Maybe you have 1,000 followers on Instagram, but maybe only 10 of them would actually buy something off you, a 1% of the audience. But now you can see which one of my audience is really there to support me. Now maybe you want to, after they've bought the NFT, you can see everyone who owns it. You can see if they've sold it on or whatever. Now you can say, those 10 people that have really supported me, you guys get to come to a meet and greet. But now you've already gauged that those are the most loyal ones of your audience. Users can follow each other, artists can upload their digital media files, and you can also put royalties on your NFT. So now if someone was to resell it, you can have a kickback of 20% coming back to you every time. And this can be for lifetime. This can be forever and ever. So if someone sells it 100 times, or if you create something which can be resold, then you can eat on it forever. And it's not limited to anything. You know, this is something that you can pass down to your children and to your children's children, all by giving them 12 words. That's all they need. And forever, it's bringing the money directly into the wallet, negating the need for an accountant, a lawyer, all of these extra things that are normally involved in a deal or whatever, a record deal or even a normal deal. There's always middlemen trying to eat. And now this is negating the need for all of that. And it's taking away a lot of extra stuff in the middle where you get to keep the majority of the money and do with it what you like. So how does our platform work? So the artworks are listed in a searchable, sortable, filterable marketplace. So you can search for everything in the marketplace like you would normally in eBay, for example. You can list an artwork for sale, or you can also put it for auction. You can have an auction period on there. So it can be auctioned for a week. You can have an auction, you know, where you have a set price as your reserve that you're trying to get. And it's basically there for you to do whatever you want with. The royalties as well are not limited. You can put 100% royalties. Sells it, don't make money. You can put 1% royalty if you want. You can put 10 people and they're getting royalties. You can even have 100 people, everyone gets 1%. There's no limit to it. And again, you're creating now, you're doing your own accounting because all you're doing is pressing buttons. We've made it easy for you. It's all in the smart contract. It's so easy. All you have to do to press royalties is tick a box and say how much you want. But now you don't need an accountant to come in and say, oh, this money's going to go there, this money's going to go there. Let's draw up a contract and do this and do that. You don't need any of that extra stuff now. So you also get a web-based liquid wallet, which is integrated into your profile and allows you to fund your account with LBTC or Bitcoin, any kind of liquid asset. So we actually are on the liquid Bitcoin network, which is a side chain of Bitcoin protected by Bitcoin. But it enables us to make instant payments, smart contracts, and all the extra features that we were talking about earlier. So why you should choose Jungle Lab? First and foremost, the most important thing that we believe is that we are on Bitcoin. Again, eventually, everyone's going to realize what's the best and what is really like some Babylon thing that's been taken over by someone else. You know, someone's come here and said, "Oh, this is my company. I'm going to run it on this," and everyone's going there and they're making money. But again, it's like, what's the difference between that and a fiat currency that's being run by a country? This was supposed to take away from that, and this is the real power. So when you are on the Bitcoin network, you're completely decentralized. It's the real, actual meaning of being decentralized, where you don't have anyone else that can interfere with your works. Nothing can change what you're doing. Yes, the price of Bitcoin might go up and down, and you can have your NFT pegged to the price of Bitcoin, or you can have it pegged to the US dollar. It's up to you. What do you believe in more, the US dollar or Bitcoin?
Neither.
I believe in Bitcoin. But, you know, a lot of people might think neither. A lot of people might think Bitcoin is going to crash. But again, who's to say the US economy might not crash? Do you know what I mean? Like, empires crumble all the time. And this is the thing, Bitcoin has been on a trajectory. It's just been going up and up and up. And if you make an asset on the Bitcoin network, it's going to continue to go up with Bitcoin. So no third parties, like I said before, no CEO. We're on the LBTC network. We're an open source platform. So, you know, if you have any coder friends, feel free to come check our code out and do it yourself. We're here to literally give to the whole community. If you want to come and jump on the platform, no problem. If you want to help code the platform, no problem. It's open source, it's for everyone. It's a community project. So we have the best minting and transaction fees. So let's go into this a little bit. On OpenSea, if you wanted to create, say for example, 1,000 NFTs.
Can I ask a question? Is OpenSea like one of your competitive platforms for people that don't
So
know?
they are the biggest NFT marketplace in existence today. They're worth about 13.3 billion. They get a trading volume of 100 million every day has gone through their site. So they're making a killing. On that 100 million that's going through their site every day, they have a 15% transaction charge. So they're making 15 million just on transaction charges. We charge 2.5% transaction charge. Their minting fee costs about $50 to $60. Why? Because they're on the Ethereum network. They wanted to take a shortcut and make it quick, but now their network charge is very high. The network charges, say for example, in the UK, if you have internet, you have to have a BT landline. You have to pay the landline to BT no matter what. It's just regardless. Same way, when you make an NFT, you have to pay a network fee. It goes direct to the network. But OpenSea doesn't get it. No one gets it. The gas fee is the gas fee. Their gas fees are so high, they charge $50 to $60 per NFT, sometimes even going up to $200-300, depending on the extra features you're putting in. Wow. Per NFT to make an NFT.
To mint it.
So now, let's say the lowest price, $50. To make 1,000, that's $50,000. On our platform, it costs you less than £50 to make 1,000 NFTs. It costs about 10 pence, less than 10 pence to make an NFT on our platform. And again, that is just the network charge. And it's really because we're trying to create this opportunity so people that don't have millions behind them can actually make most of what the technology. Because right now, Disney is making NFTs. The NBA is making NFTs. You know, Tory Lanez made NFTs. All these big artists, big people are making NFTs with billions behind them already. And you're making the most of this new technology. Great. Was it Tory Lanez that made he released his album and it was the fastest to ever go platinum?
Overnight or something.
Bullshit.
What, he released it on an NFT? Like
He released it
NFT?
as NFTs and it was the fastest to go platinum. But really, what it is the first
Some
person to
marketing.
use the technology that can let you sell it that fast. Because otherwise, no one's lining up to buy CDs now. Do you know what I mean? Like, here's
He wasn't the first one to do it.
No, he is the first, but he's the first to. No, not the first. Sorry, he's the quickest to go platinum.
Yeah.
But exactly, it's not because it was the best album in the world.
Of course not.
It's because of the technology now is made it facilitated for you to do it so quickly. And again, it's a great marketing scheme. You know what I mean?
Kanye do something like where he put half a song or the instrumental or something like that with an
Kanye,
NFT?
he did something. I'm not sure what exactly.
I'm trying to understand what it is you can do with an NFT. Like you can mint it, like you can get artwork and like mint that. You can put your music on there. Like
exactly. So it can be like your portfolio if you wanted it.
Yeah.
But again, at $50 NFT, it's hard to. At a smaller fee, you can have 1,000 songs on there, and this could be your showroom, and people can come and look at it. And if they liked it, they can buy it. So it can be your whole marketplace, and you can list everything as if for free. Nearly. So what you can mint and what you can make an NFT is practically anything. But how it would benefit artists in particular, we can go into a little bit. So the way I see it now, right now, the music industry is dominated by lawyers, record labels. That's the majority. Then there's some left over for the artists and stuff. Obviously, the artists are pushing the music always. They're always, setting the trends. But who's really making the money and pushing the agenda? It is the record label. Now, it's not that we're fully against the record labels. A record label can come make NFTs as well on behalf of their musician if they wanted to. But now you have a choice. Let's do a scenario. There's two people. Both of them want to raise £100,000. They both have, say, 10,000 followers on their Instagram. One person goes to a record label, gets the 100,000. He gets 80% of his royalties taken away. The other person sells 1,000 NFTs for £100 each. He raises 100,000 now. But why has his 1,000 people out of his followers? Why do they buy that for £100? Because he puts 20% of his royalties back to that, to them NFTs, to them 1,000 NFTs. Now the royalties of 20% of his new album that's going to come out is being split amongst this 20% to 1,000 people. Now your fans, for the first time, are able to make money off of your music. And now the big person above you is not making that 8%, you're making that 8%.
Yeah.
And you've got complete freedom to make it how you want, for it to sound how you want. You make the executive decision. The power is in yours. The ownership is yours. And everything you can authenticate on the blockchain. Everything is there for everyone to see. And now you don't have to pay a lawyer to draw that contract up. You don't have to pay an accountant to go send each one of them 1,000 people money and send invoices and all of that. It all happens automatically through NFTs. And these are the features that are going to be available soon on our platform. So right now, what you can do on our platform, you can make an NFT, you can set royalties on it, but you're not able to give back royalties from a song that's been released that's earning money on a different platform. So that is being worked out right now. And this is the thing about being on the Bitcoin network. Things might be a little bit slower than other platforms and networks, but it's a lot stronger in the end. It makes a lot more sense. And when you do something like that on Ethereum, for example, what happens in 20 years' time when they decide to shut that? That royalty is no longer forever. You can't give that to your kids now. You can't give it to pass it on to the next generation. But this is something that is forever going to be there. And that's just one of the ways that artists can utilize NFTs for raising funds for themselves, to really be independent, to keep that independence for them, and to get all of the stuff that we were talking about earlier. So all of the stuff that, the problems. So now you've got the outreach you want, you've got the funding to maybe put 10K towards marketing yourself. You've decided that. For resources, you can get all the stuff you want, the studio time, your album, cover art, your music videos, everything you can do. And the freedom and the ownership is still with you. You still have the powers of everything. So let's see if I've got any more slides left on there. So let's go.
Anyone got any questions?
The NFT, do they go up and down like Bitcoin?
So yeah, when you make an NFT on our platform, you have the option of how you want to list it. So you can list it for 0.1 Bitcoin, and then your price will further be 0.1 Bitcoin. Whatever Bitcoin goes up or down, it's that price. Alternatively, you can put it for, say, $100 tether. So what that is, that's a safe coin that is a stable coin, yeah. So which is stable to US dollar. Yeah. So forever, whatever the US dollar price is, it will keep at £100 worth of that. Whether you sell it and that changes from 0.002 to 0.003 of Bitcoin, doesn't matter. That will always be £100. So the option is yours.
So you need to save it and put it away.
No, so you decide of when you. So the process of making an NFT and putting it on for sale as well. What you would do first, you upload your artwork, your music, whatever it is, and you create an NFT. Now you have an NFT and it's in your wallet. Now what you do after that is you list it for sale. When you list it for sale, then you have the options of Bitcoin or US dollar tether. But you can make your NFTs and just have them in your wallet and not even decide of how you want to put value to it, how much value you want to put to it.
And you can change it, right?
You can change it as well, yeah. Once you've listed it, you can relist it, you can change the price, you can decide to auction it. It's up to you. And again, it's complete freedom of what you guys want. How much do you value your artwork for? You guys should know if you put it for $1 million and it doesn't sell, like, you know, none of my fans really have gotten it. You know what I mean? Like, but if you put it for £10, 1,000 and sell, like, okay, well, it made sense. So it just depends on what you guys want to do. Again, the freedom is completely up to you. So we are a curated platform, so we watch who comes on our platform. We don't let everyone on our platform. But then we never, you know, like monetize stuff further to say, you know, we're gonna take this off or we're not gonna show that. Unless anything's very offensive, we're gonna leave it up there. You know what I mean? We're leaving.
So we're not going to be censored.
Open. Yeah,
as artists, if we want to speak out during certain times, you can get censored. But with an NFT, we call stuff.
Yes, on our platform, it is your fans can really see everything that you have and you put up on there. Nothing's going to be taken away. You've got your own profile. So if you were to make your profile on our platform, Amy,
yes,
it would be junglelab.io/Amy.
Mm-hmm.
That's her page.
Yeah.
If you direct people to there, they're only seeing your stuff.
Yeah.
It's your all of
it's
your.
It's a bit like Bandcamp when you go on there, it's your own page. And
I've never been on Bandcamp.
Yeah, Bandcamp style.
Yeah.
You ever been a Bandcamp?
So in music on there, they take less than iTunes.
And kids, you know, and kids of the day. I bet he's got a question there, you know. I don't know what he means. Did he say Ethereum?
For the thing that's going to shut down. Yeah. Ethereum, not that Ethereum's definitely going to shut down, but it's the point that Ethereum can possibly shut down. The same way when Russia and Ukraine was having their wars, the government told Russia to stop allowing Ethereum to be available in Russia or for them to withdraw it in Russia. They stopped it. You can't do that with Bitcoin. Bitcoin didn't get stopped in Russia. So it's just as simple as that. It's not that it will shut down tomorrow. I can't say it. It's the possibility. Why can it even happen? It should never be able to happen. And that's the real problem. I hope that answers your question. I hope you're still there.
It's like those things can be like politically manipulated.
Sorry?
So it's like those other platforms, they can be politically manipulated.
Exactly. And they can have someone with an agenda behind it, pushing the narrative or whatever,
right,
and that can't be controlled and not even seen sometimes. So even with the value of Ethereum, it's going up now because of everyone's jumping on these NFTs. Maybe it's pushing the value up. What happens if they stop that? It's going to crash the value. What happens to everyone who had something in Ethereum now? The value goes down. So
someone said the NFT bust.
NFT what?
It's bust or something like that. What do they mean by that?
NFT bust. I don't know. Maybe they was talking about recently. 80% of the NFTs on Ethereum's network, on OpenSea, sorry, were found to be fraudulent. And this was like 80% of them. And again, this is because, like I said before, we're on the Bitcoin network and everything is there for everyone to see. They've hidden their ledgers. You can't see all the transactions that happen. You're not aware of everything that's going on. So you can't authenticate yourself some of the NFTs. So on our platform, you can always see. So that can never happen. You can't scam. If you've made an NFT, I can't tomorrow put it up and say it's mine. And that you can straight away dispute it and be like, look at the blockchain, you're lying. Straight away. Whereas, and again, they don't give you your seed phrases and stuff. They don't do all of these things. So you don't really have complete control. When you don't have complete control, you're open to things like this happening, where, you know, your NFTs now have been frauded or whatever. Someone's selling some fraudulent Bored Ape Yacht Club NFTs. They're not even that. For you to really know what's what, everything needs to be open. And that's what we are.
I have a question.
Yeah.
So how can people get hold of you for people that are listening? What's your website?
Okay, so our website is junglelab.io.
Yeah.
You can find us on Instagram, which is junglelab.io.
All right. Cool.
Yes, either on Twitter, junglelab_io.
Alright.
And you can find me personally, n_junglist on all socials.
Junglist. What does IO mean, sir?
So IO is basically what the new techie and savvy websites are using. I don't know why it's for our coders.
It's not .com no more. IO is on a different IPS system, so it's on a whole different network. Rather than see when people are talking about Web3 and it's more that down that.
Okay. And like, so how easy is it for an artist, an independent artist, or any artist to just sign up and get some artwork minted? How quickly is that process?
Very, very, very simple. All you need to sign up is an email address, and we recommend a pen and a paper. Write down your seed phrase because we do give it to you.
And a seed phrase is
A
what?
seed phrase is like the keys to your
password.
wallet. If you lose that, you've lost everything.
Yeah.
So that's it. You need to keep that safe.
Millions.
Yeah, don't tie it on you because someone
Don't tattoo it on yourself.
Keep it safe. That's it. But it's very
That's where
simple.
you tattoo it.
We've also though got like how-to videos and a guide as well on the platform to guide you through the whole process. So a step-by-step guide as well as a how-to video that you can find on our blog page soon. I can't find the video there just yet, but it'll be there soon.
How can I withdraw if I sold? How can I withdraw?
You just simply go to your wallet,
Yeah.
sign in, and you put the wallet address that you want to send it to, and you send it out. Simple as that. And you can choose on our platform whether the transaction is confidential or not confidential. But like I said, everything is on the ledger for you to see everything. You can see every single transaction. But you can make it confidential so someone can't see the amount being sent or what was being sent. So it could be an NFT, it could be Bitcoin, it could be liquid. No one knows.
To see that the transaction was made, but not exactly.
Exactly.
Specifics.
Because if someone sees that every day you're getting £1 million sent to you, I might try to find you. You know what I mean? But if someone just sees the transactions, that could be a penny. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't. No one's gonna see. People chase the amounts rather than things. And this is the thing: Bitcoin has never been hacked, but individuals have been. So the network has never been hacked. No one can ever go into the network and find your wallet from there. But if you left your seed phrase here, someone can hack you. If someone, do you know what I mean? Or if you've got it in your computer and a hacker that knows you've got a lot of money and goes into your computer and finds it, then it can be hacked. So for these reasons, still we try and have some confidentiality, and we do that through the Liquid network. That's why we're on Liquid, and that's why we use Lightning as well.
In terms of cashing out, like going from fiat to cryptocurrency, you have to always send it to an exchange, and that's how through any currency or anything, it always has to go to an exchange for you to then transfer it to cash.
The British pound,
to British pounds,
but you know, you're keeping that in Bitcoin now.
Or you do that on your side?
No. Because again, the reason why is because we don't want to act as a third party escrow agent and get involved with anything to do with them.
So you direct
it's your money, do what you want. Exactly. You have that crypto there, you can do what you want. You can keep it, you can take it to the exchange, it's up to you. You know what I mean? But we don't want to, if we do start to offer them services, we can be regulated by things like the FCA and all these other governing bodies that we don't want to be involved with at all. So for that reason, we stick to the way we are, where it is just a peer-to-peer network. Come here, we've made all these facilities, we've made all these, we've coded in all of these things for you to utilize however you want and whenever you want. Okay? Any more questions?
There's just one more. So look, you're saying that it's not like MetaMask with the 24 phrases, but the MetaMask is 24.
He was saying what MetaMask doesn't have.
Maybe Coinbase.
No, Coinbase doesn't have MetaMask.
So MetaMask gives you your seed phrase. That's just any wallet. Any crypto wallet should give you your seed phrase. So some have 12, some have 24.
Did you get one phrase for all of your wallets or one per wallet?
No, so just the MetaMask.
No, see, the MetaMask holds many different coins in it.
Oh yeah, and they just give it
just for MetaMask.
One MetaMask, so that will control that body of things. You would, to have everything proper, you need a phrase for each coin. Then you would know
they're
that,
not offering.
Yeah, which they wouldn't. And most of these coins you can't.
Transfer it all onto Ledger.
So you was that's what my friend
was. Yeah, Ledger, offline Ledger. It's just called
Ledger.
Ledger.
It's Ledger like a weak USB.
It's like a USB. You got your Ledger on you?
Why would I carry my Ledger?
It's like carrying the house. You never know.
All right.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Questions?
Thank you for your time, man.
No. Thank you guys all for coming. Big up. Appreciate you. I'm gonna give you guys my details. But yeah, we will also tell you a little bit about what we're up to. So this is the team, by the way. We've got the laser eyes. Yeah. That's what Bitcoin is. Laser vision. That's what we chatted in there. Yes, join the revolution. Oh, right to the website. This is our website right now. Got certified bangers on there with a little beat. Got a couple of little things on here. This was the festival we went to.
This was that?
Sahara. No
Oh,
Man
you already
Festival.
talked about
So we did 50 tickets for these. And that's what we're getting into now as well, doing ticketing for events and stuff. NFTs, they literally have no limit. You can do whatever you want. So it's like there's plenty of scope. There's people that in South America that have an avocado farm, and if you buy their NFT, you get a percentage of their yield for the next 25 years. So it's and they're doing it to raise funds so that they can build their farm. There's other people that have like £1 million property deal, and they can't really get into that, so they're selling £10,000 NFTs. I think 100 of them, that makes up $1 million, and everyone gets 1% of the property deal. So it's a way for people to get into property now
so
without
that they
having
can
all the
just
funds.
they can own a little piece of that house
Exactly.
that was built and then sold.
Exactly.
And they get to build a house.
So yeah,
So you can buy land and
literally, it's coming now. So what it is, there's like tokens that you can associate with value as well that are. It's a weird way, but basically they're making the deal a token and they're dividing it up in essence. But what it gives you or the user is basically a way to get into these things at a much less expensive cost. Maybe this property deal might generate a 50% yield, but you've not got £1 million to earn that 500,000, but you might have 10,000 to earn 5,000, and this can give you that. And again, for the property guys, it makes sense for them as well because now they're raising all the funds themselves rather than going to a big venture capitalist or getting loans from the bank. But yeah, there's many benefits to this.
because I heard that you can like build in reality from the digital world.
So
The future.
Yeah, so like games and that are coming out where you can have like virtual reality characters and that. So them as NFTs, you can have the property on there. But again, that's just like someone's game, isn't it? So if I make a game and I sell you a part of land in that game, what is that? You know what I mean? Unless you're a real gamer and you love it. Like one of our backers, Samson Mao, he's like a hardcore gamer. He created his own Bitcoin game. So in this game, you create your spaceships and stuff, and people own petrol stations, for example. You go to that petrol station, you have to pay in Bitcoin to fill up your spaceship. And people can earn Bitcoin on it. But again, it's like, this is for gamers, it makes a lot of sense. They want that and they can earn money now as well, rather than like, Facebook where you get them farming games and coins. Rather than just their coins, so it's making the game more unique. And now, maybe I want to buy something like a good avatar because I've got a sick petrol station, I'm earning money, and now I want to do that. But otherwise, why does it make sense? Like a lot of the time, a lot of these things they're done, and it's like, yeah, you're buying all these avatars for a game that's not even ready yet. What if the game's never ready? You know what I mean? The people have just won. The people that have created the game, and it's like, how do we take the power away from these kind of people, from these big corporations that make millions and millions and millions off of people because they make? Why not just make your own one? That's my point. Is that you can make your own one now. We're on the Liquid network, so any game on our network, you can make an avatar for it and sell it. You can find the online animators and make them do some stuff, work for you and make it an NFT, rather than spending £1,000 on someone's NFT that they've generated the same way. So yeah.
Someone that we know, they do like animation. I can't remember his name. But he said he's building Brixton for like the metaverse and that.
Wow, nice. That would be sick.
Own
your own yard where you live. If you live in Brixton and I'm buying my own house or my whole road in the metaverse, it would be cool. You know what I mean?
Pharaoh. Yeah, Pharaoh.
You know what I mean? It's not going to give you no real ownership of it though.
Pharaoh from Brixton.
Yeah, he's like really good at graphic design and animation, and he's got like the suit. When you put the suit on, so that if your body can move like.
Oh, he does the full the massive
3D,
things. Virtual reality.
Yeah.
Wow.
That is, yeah. You look it up if you want. Say bye.
Peace, everyone. What's that?
No, it's not. It's not awkward at all.
Peace, everyone.
Peace. Thank you, everyone
Listening.
who watched, listened. We appreciate you. Any questions? Hit me up. Hit Amy up. We're going to do this.
Uganda was in the house as well. Uganda was watching.
Uganda was watching.
Yeah, man.
my hometown. Oh,
Oh shit.